In today's video, we're going to discuss the trades from yesterday and today. Yesterday, we had a move on UPXI that rose 600%. If you're just joining the channel, please like and subscribe. We have live sessions twice a day. The first one is on YouTube at 9 a.m. Eastern, and the second one is in my group where we trade live together. Our game plans have been on fire since January when I started coming live. What I'm going to start to do now is I'm going to start to break down the trades after the trading session here so that we can help those that want to get into scalping and order flow, become profitable and learn a lot, grab a lot of gems from these trade breakdowns bar by bar. So there's three things you want to do. You want to watch the live. Once you're ready, you want to join us, and then you want to watch these recaps. With those three things, they can help you start to formalize how I trade, as well as how you can start to take advantage of some of the plays that we share on our game plan. And this coming Monday, we have a webinar on scalping and order flow, how to find the best tickers to scalp, as well as how to use the level 2 and order flow to get good entries and exits. So click the link in the description to sign up for that. Let's talk about stocks from yesterday. So I had two tickers in the game plan yesterday that really exploded. The first one is UPXI. Now, there's two ways that people look at the market, or generally, either they'll focus on one ticker and they'll try to master that ticker, or they go to where momentum is available. I used to trade one ticker, focus on that ticker, and that was it. But I've evolved, and now I've mastered a set of plays. And what I do is I look for stocks, futures, whatever that's going to give me those plays. So day to day, I'm having 3 to 5 opportunities on good days. On the bad days, I'm having 1 to 2 opportunities that will pop up that will give me my plays. So I'm very active throughout the day, throughout the week, and for the year, probably taking around 100 or so trades already. So this helps when it comes to turning over that account, making my time and capital efficient. So let's look at UPXI. Now, if you haven't seen my video on stock selection, you want to watch that video. You can click in your right-hand corner to see that video. So UPXI was one of the best yesterday. It rose up 600%. Around 8 a.m. Eastern is where we first had the first scalp appeared. So it popped up on a $100 million private placement. This is really good news for the stock, because if you have private investors, if they are willing to invest $100 million, it's likely that that company is having some success, and there's some investors that have confidence in that company. So once that news came out, I saw what the news was. We also had, so pops up on the scan, move sideways here. And my first momentum play is here. The first entry is here. We see that the buying aggression is strong, and price just explodes here for a beautiful trade. Then it moves sideways again and gives us another momentum entry. So that one was short-lived, pulls back, and then it moves sideways. And then price explodes at this point here, and it breaks this high. It keeps moving, moves sideways again, gives us that consolidation, and the buying aggression remains strong. So price gave us several scalps. It pushed up, then we start to see trouble resistance there. It pulls back. Then we have like a double bottom here for another quick scalp. And then price, it hits this level, then pulls back. We have some more pops to the upside, starts to move sideways. And then what we did is at the open. So I'm trading this pre-market, and then we had our YouTube call around here or so. So I'm not trading it there. And then what I say to the group is, we're going to watch this ticker and see what it does. So once the market opened, this one continued to give more plays. And at this time, we had UPXI on the board. We had WTX is another one that we traded yesterday. And my focus shifted at the open primarily to DWTX because of the price action. So what we had on DWTX is at the open price. So we had a new high created. So DWTX, basically, it started warming up around, this is all yesterday. So price had spiked up to 28. This is back in January. We've been trading it in several different times throughout the year. Another spike in March, and then it's just been in a downtrend. So news catalyst came out Tuesday, it pushed. This is last week. Thursday, it pushed. And then whenever we have this trend down here and we break up, this could be a sign that we're going to get some momentum, more momentum back into the stock. So what we did, I just had it in the list. It was just really like a sleeper. Like, okay, I'm going to have it on watch. So this stock, it pushes, pulls back right before the open. And we're watching it because we jumped on our live call. As price pushes through here, we see price breaks this high and then pulls back. And this is where we start to look for a trade here. Okay, we enter, price pulls up, pulls back a little bit, and the bid looks good. The tape looks good. So we hold on, and then price pushes up higher. I didn't get an entry here because typically I'm waiting on like a little doji. But I went ahead and got my entry around there and I held on. Even I held through the pullback. I held it up to about there for a 1 to 2 trade. Then we had another entry as price pulled back here. CVD still looked good. Tape looked good. The bid was still holding. So we had another entry as price pulled back to VWAP and held. We had a second entry there, which we were able to hold on to and see through and catch the second entry there. So that one was going on. So UPXI and DWTX. At the same time, we had MLGO on the scan as well. It popped, but I had too many tickers up at one time. So I wasn't able to catch the move on MLGO, but this was another one that also gave moves at the same time as DWTX and UPXI were moving. One more was QURE. This one had FDA approval. So I had this in the game plan, but again, we just had an abundance of opportunities yesterday. So I had to pick which one I was going to trade. Couldn't give everything attention, but we had an abundance of opportunities. So that's yesterday, right? So UPXI was the trade of the day. Pre-market, so many scalps. Then the market opened. It gave us more to the upside. I was pretty much done for the day. Once price pulled up and did all of this there. So I wasn't really participating there. Now today we were looking at some of these that moved yesterday. But the trade of the day for me, 2 different tickers. All right, so TIVC hits the scan, and they have, it says that it reports White House briefing and FDA meetings that secure positive interest in potential military and defense applications of its product candidates. Okay, so price spikes up. We get that sideways move again, and then we have our first scalp here, right? So price pushed, buying was aggressive. We pulled through. And then we rose up. So we had strong buying action, not really much of a pullback. And then price pushed up here. Didn't take the entire move, but just as it started to pull back, started to get out there. And then, price starts to pull back here. I didn't get this move. I was preparing for the YouTube stream. So when price starts to pull back there, I was looking at this as the market started to get closer to opening. I started to see this squeezing here. So we have it squeezing here. And we see the resistance there, right? So forming this pennant triangle, right? And price pushes through at the open with volume. So I entered, price hits this level, I exit some, and then price comes out and takes me out at pretty much break even. That's the first trade at the open. All right, so I move over, I'm looking at several different names. So Mara was the best trade of that happened after the open. So what the Mara idea is, we have Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has become sort of like a safety trade. So gold, right now, the market has been in a downtrend, and gold has hit all-time highs because this is a safe haven asset. So some are arguing that it's the same for Bitcoin. So whenever Bitcoin starts to rally, then I'll look at the crypto-related stocks. So we have Mara, you'll see Coin rises, you'll see MSTR rises. What's been interesting is Robinhood has also been correlating as well with those. So what I did is we were looking at Hood, okay, Robinhood and Mara. We kept those up, and I ended up trading Mara. Some others in our group on the live traded Robinhood. So price pushes up. It gives us that momentum play. Strong aggressive buying here. If you look at the CVD, strong aggressive buying. So we have that sideways move there. I see strong aggressive buying. It pushes up and pulls back down and then pushes back through. Oh, actually, this candle prints, it pushes down. And I say, hey, if it pushes back through with the aggressive buying, then we'll enter. So we entered, we had a little bit of a pullback, and we held on. Everything looked good. The buying looked good. The bids were rising. So we held on to this here for a nice R trade here. So yep, about like 2.5 taken out of that. So that's the first trade. Now price pulls back, and once we're underneath VWAP, I say, okay, let's see if we can recover. Price pulls down and the buyers take it back again, and we entered again here for another trade. Now I was looking at a third trade here, but this one escaped me a little bit. I mean, we rejected here. We start to contract a little bit here. You see this happening. So I was looking for an entry here. Didn't catch that one, but I was going to give that one just a lower risk because we started to squeeze here a little bit. We started to see this ticker and the price action starting to squeeze. So this one could have worked out, and it actually did, but this one escaped me there. I was looking around, looking at the scan to see what else was available. Mara, I would say, was the best of the day after TVIC. That morning trade was a good one. So TIVC was the best trade. Pre-market, Mara and Hood were the better trades for me at the post after the market opened. So I hope you enjoyed the breakdown. To sign up for the webinar, hit the link in the description and look out for videos like this every day. We go live at 9 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, 9:25 a.m. live trading in my group. And then look out for these breakdowns daily on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. If you want to see a video on order flow, I do a full breakdown in the video in the right-hand corner.